Today we're going to have a look at latitude and longitude. So street maps use grid references. We don't use street maps too often these days, but they use grid references such as D7, A3, and that will be a reference that gives you a number and a letter, and you have to match them up to find them. And that lets you locate streets and parks and other features. Most of the time these days, though, we tend to use Google Maps, which just takes us directly to the place we're going to. And behind Google Maps, that's using a GPS system, and GPS systems do use latitude and longitude more specifically than we will use in our lessons today. They will take it to a very small position, whereas we're just going to go really with whole degrees. So latitudes are imaginary lines. They're not real lines. They're imaginary lines that are parallel to the equator. And the equator is the very middle, if you like, of our Earth as a sphere heading around in this direction. So all of our latitude lines work off the equator. As they go up, then we go in degrees north up until we get to the top at the North Pole, which is 90 degrees north. As we go down from the equator, we will go south till we hit the South Pole, which is 90 degrees south. So that will tell us how far up or down the Earth we are. We've then got lines of longitude or meridians of longitude that run from pole to pole. And these lines head all the way around the Earth, and they will tell us where around the Earth we are. They all run from degrees 0, which runs through Greenwich Observatory, which is a suburb of London. And that's called the prime meridian or the Greenwich meridian. So from our 0 line of longitude, we head east and we head west. So when you give a position of someone, we always give our latitude, our north or south first, and then we're going to give our east or west second. So if we have a look at this example, we've got 0 here, which is our equator, and we've got 0 here, which is our Greenwich line. And it says, is the city of Buenos Aires in Argentina north or south of the equator? So we're going to find it here. Here's Buenos Aires. It's here. The equator is here. So it is south of the equator. And then it says, is Buenos Aires east or west of Greenwich? So Greenwich is here at 0. How do I spell that? With a double E? It is Greenwich. So is it east or west? We can check our little things here, and it is west. Then it says, what are the position coordinates of Odessa, which is in the Ukraine? So it's here. So it is, now remember we said we're going to do north or south first. It's 45 degrees north, and it is 30 degrees east. So in our exercise today, you're going to be looking at maps. You're going to be looking at the position of things, whether they're west, whether they're east, whether they're north, whether they're south, and you're going to be positioning them, remembering that when we write position coordinates, we always do north or south first, and then we do east or west second, and we make sure that we write them with little degree signs after the numbers.